All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another review of the 90 Day Fiancé. This would be the review of episode 5, ladies and gentlemen, and I promise you this episode did not disappoint. So today's coverage, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than the couple of King Richard himself and his young lady Kathleen. Now, when we left off with Richard and Kathleen, I think they were last viewed in episode 3. You can check the review on the channel. In episode 3, Kathleen unfortunately did not pass her IELTS or her English test in order for her to be able to work in the UK. So Richard made a promise that he would visit her in the Philippines, and guess what? This is where we are now. Richard actually making it to the Philippines and visiting Kathleen for the first time in what I want to say is roughly about 3 years. Now, like most couples, right? When you go to the Philippines and the young lady that you're with is actually living with her family, you want to be able to spend a couple of intimate nights alone with your young lady, right? So Richard gets on the plane, takes his little 24-hour trip. Kathleen packs her little to-go bag in order to spend a couple of nights with Richard in, a nice little hotel setting. And Kathleen's under the assumption that they're going to have a beautiful night out. They're going to enjoy each other's company. They're going to cuddle and canoodle and all this shit. Richard gets into the hotel room, lays his ass on the bed, asks Kathleen for a massage, and then rolls his ass over and goes to sleep.
It's been a long day. Can I get a massage? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
In fairness, anybody who's ever taken that 24-hour, 20-hour, 16-hour, 14-hour trip traveling from whatever country they're traveling from to the Philippines, for us in the United States, I think the shortest amount of time is roughly about 14 hours. Anybody who's ever taken that trip, you guys already know that's a very daunting, exhausting trip, right? So when you really touch down, you're in a different time zone and all of that jazz, you kind of really are tired and you want to fall asleep. So although Kathleen had other plans in mind, Richard really wasn't vibing with those plans, and pretty much he got his little massage from his girl and he rolled over and went to bed. All right. So what we also find out, or what we get to in this particular episode, is that Richard believes, and Kathleen also believes, that if they get couples tattoos, that it's going to strengthen and build the trust in the relationship.
Me and Kathleen are getting a couple's tattoo. We think it's really cute.
Hi, good afternoon.
And it's just going to be significant in our relationship.
Now, I'm not one to judge couple tattoos, right? If you get a couple's tattoo, that's on you. I don't believe that's really going to do anything for the relationship. Other things are involved more so than the idea of getting a matching tattoo with your young lady. But this is what they decided to do. And this is permanent, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what kind of tattoo they actually got for themselves? They got the king and the queen crown on top of a camel. The king and queen crown on top of camels. So not only is that an interesting choice for a couple's tattoo, the location is also interesting as well, because they both decided to get it on their big toe. So now each of them have sat down in a chair, got a couple's tattoo with a camel, with a king crown and a queen crown on their big toes. Interestingly enough, that's pretty much what they did while Richard was on vacation, right? So they get a couple's tattoo, and also they go mattress shopping. Now, I don't know how many of you guys have ever been to your Filipina girls' family's house and whatnot, but many of you guys know the mattresses in most of those houses can be somewhat uncomfortable. The foam is not very thick, it's very hard, cardboard-like, it's not good for your back. Trust me, when I went to visit my young lady in her hometown, goddamn if I don't remember where it is, but whenever I used to visit my young lady at her mom and her dad's house in the province, sometimes, well, actually, no, we slept on the bed, which was hella comfortable. But like I said, on the foam mattresses and stuff like that, it can be uncomfortable for foreigners as well. Not good for the back. So Richard takes Kathleen mattress shopping as well, right? So they get on their little mattresses and shit, and Rich is out in the store testing and laying on all of the mattresses to test the comfortability.
Yeah, you like it? I'm a bit embarrassed because usually if we choose a mattress, we don't play with it. We don't lie down, but Richard lies down on the mattress.
Of these particular mattresses, and Kathleen's so embarrassed. He's getting on top of everything. He's like, you should ask for help and ask people rather than sitting on top of mattresses and testing the comfortability yourself, right? Rich is like, nah, I'm gonna get on these beds and test them myself because I want to make sure that it's comfortable for me to sleep on. Because of course they're mattress salesmen. Of course they're gonna say it's comfortable when in reality it may not be as comfortable as they say. Okay. So he goes and buys a little mattress, and then he throws in a little line that says, whenever you make it to the UK, I want to make sure that there's something left for the family whenever I leave. That way, they have something comfortable to lay on as well. So, she was all taken aback by that, like, oh, Richard's really in the relationship. Richard's really interested in being with me, and Richard actually wants to be in a relationship. And oh my God, we're going to make it. It's going to be all right. We're going to make it after all, like Mary Tyler Moore.
Side by side, and we can sleep and cuddle.
Okay.
But when you come over to the UK, then you've got 2 beds for the family.
Then we fast forward, ladies and gentlemen, to the latter part of the episode, wherein things get a little bit interesting, right? This is the part I love the most. So, toward the end of the episode, Richard and Kathleen go to their little bar. They're drinking, having a conversation about the naked quiz. If any of you guys don't remember what the naked quiz was, Richard is a pub master or a quiz master, and he hosted a quiz completely naked, right? So basically, in that regard, Kathleen was not too happy about it. She was pissed off about it. He didn't console her, didn't ask her if it was okay. Richard said, whatever, I'm just going to do it. So she asked the question, how would you feel if I were to stand in front of people naked? Right? How would you feel if I were to stand in front of people naked and people saw my private parts? He's like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Only I could do that and stuff like that. And then he got to the point where he tried to bring up money and resources.
Well, the money is actually paid for the majority.
Yeah, you're thinking about money, but you're not thinking about what would I feel. How would you feel if I do that?
If you were naked in front of everybody?
Okay.
No, absolutely not. I can go off and do naked stuff or like completely crazy
No, it should
stuff.
be a two-way
But you
relationship.
As I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, shit hit the fan toward the end of the episode when Kathleen told Richard he didn't like the fact that he did the naked pub thing. So Richard tries to bring in the money situation, the resource situation, making a statement that kind of pissed Kathleen off a little bit when he said, oh, whenever you want that expensive handbag, I'm pretty much money motivated, right? I do this for the money and I want to make sure that we're comfortable and stuff. Heaven forbid you ask me for that expensive handbag, I'll have the money. Kathleen stopped him right in his track and said, hold up, buddy. When have I ever asked you for anything? When have I ever asked you for anything of a material thing, like a materialistic type of thing?
No, don't do it. The next time you want that fancy handbag.
What? Did I ask something
No.
from you?
Never. You've
Since
never asked
day
anything
one?
from me.
Since day one?
Yeah, you never asked anything
Well, why are
from
you
me.
thinking about that?
From you. Richard had the slowest roll and said, you've never asked me for anything at all. She said, yo, if I want to get it, I can use my own damn money to get it.
I don't ask him money just for material things. I can buy it on my own. So it pisses me off.
Kind of shut that boy out real quick. And if you guys don't know, man, you have to understand that the visa that Kathleen will be on whenever she goes to the UK is going to be the work visa. So she's going to be there to actually have a job, to function while she's there. And literally, she doesn't need Richard to help petition her, or she's not utilizing Richard to petition her to the UK. She's not utilizing him for his resources or any of the like. She's going to go over there on her own, spending her own money or getting money however she needs. She's not utilizing Richard for anything in order to get to the UK. They were just going to be together in the UK when she got there. So Richard had to eat his words a little bit on that one. And it's very rare that you come across situations and relationships wherein you don't have the idea or the thought that a woman may be in it for the financial gain. But in this particular situation, clear across the board, Kathleen does not stand to gain any financial uptake or financial advantage from Richard in utilizing this particular way of getting to the UK. It's all on her own. It's all on, it's everything by herself. I'm not sure if he sent money to help pay for the test or anything. He could have. But ultimately, as far as the financial support and all of that stuff, he doesn't really financially support Kathleen. He might send her money every now and again that we know of, but it doesn't seem like he is financially supporting Kathleen. She is literally taking care of herself by herself. And I think that's a dope thing. That's a relationship dynamic where if these people are in the relationship to actually be in it, they're in it because they want to be in it or to be on the show. However you look at it, that was the conclusion of episode 5, ladies and gentlemen, of the 90 Day Fiancé UK. I enjoy it. And if you guys want me to continue cranking out and give you guys episode 6 and something good comes up, I will be glad to do it. Y'all make sure y'all like. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you let everybody know. Good Doc is over here covering the 90 Day Fiancé saga from the UK across the pond. All right. Great show. Seems like all the energy from each of the couples here are seemingly genuine. Like you said, I read comments as well. Of course, we believe the show overall is scripted, but it does seem like a lot of these relationships are genuine to an extent, right? And I'm loving covering it, and I'm loving bringing you guys the information. But this covers and concludes episode 5, ladies and gentlemen, between Kathleen and Richard, and hopefully we get our man Sean and Christine back next week. I love talking about them. I can't cap, y'all. I love talking about them. Richard and Kathleen, they're starting to warm up on me as well. But Sean and Christine, they're the ones for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, share, comment, and subscribe. This has been a Good Doc. Y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed, man. Doc is out. Peace.